Texas Math Mundo audience, we have a truly special treat today. We have three top contenders throughout the state. We have Ajero of Nacogdoches, we have Naveed Ahmed from Fort Bend, Elkins, and we have Ricardo Ochoa from Mission Collegiate. Three top contenders from throughout the state going to share their perspective and insight on their UIL journey. I hope you enjoy it. Let me take a moment and ask that if you enjoy this sort of content, please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, smash that like button, and leave a comment below. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm and gets to spread this word to more and more people. Top contenders, right ahead. My name is Saul Cantu, and this is Texas Math Mundo. Texas Math Mundo audience, we have an extra spectacular treat in store for us today. We have some top contenders from around the state of Texas. These are current competitors, high school students in the game vying for state championships. What's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. Gentlemen, when I say your name, I'm going to want you to state your name, state your school, state your mascot, and name an interest that you have outside of UIL. I'll begin. My name is Saul Cantu. I teach at Pasadena High School. We're the Proud Eagles, and I enjoy chess. All right, Neo.
Hello, I'm Antonio Ajero. My nickname, most of my friends call me Neo, and I am a senior at Nacogdoches High School, and our mascot's the Golden Dragons. And outside of this UIL, I play piano and play tennis.
All right, Naveed.
Hello, my name is Naveed Ahmed. I'm a proud Elkins Knight, and I enjoy playing basketball outside school time.
Awesome. Ricardo.
I'm Ricardo Ochoa. I'm from Mission Collegiate High School. Our mascot is a knight, and outside of school, I like playing tennis.
All right, and co-hosting this event is Peter Fuentes, my buddy in crime here. You want to introduce yourself, Peter?
Yeah, I'm Peter. I work with Shareland Pioneer and Mission Collegiate. I love playing basketball and tennis.
All right. So let me start off by saying each one of you guys here is here because you opened our eyes. We've been scrutinizing the results from across the state, and we were impressed with your results, and you all are indeed top competitors, and we're looking very forward to getting some insight into how your brain works, how the season's going, your perspective on UIL. Each of you earned a spot here. Each of you are top contenders, and we're happy to have them. What do you say, Peter? Did they not open our eyes?
Oh, yeah. These three, they're going to make some noise in the next couple of months.
It's going to get heated. The next couple of months are coming up close. It's going to get heated. So I want to begin with asking, how do you feel about your season so far, about your preparation? Obviously, your performance has been top-notch to be here. How do you feel about this season so far and your preparation? Neo.
I think this season, despite COVID and everything for the past few years now, have been changing things a little, but otherwise, I think I'm still going at a good pace right now. UIL A and B tests were pretty challenging, but like not too challenging to where, we kind of slow ourselves down too much. But I really like both of those tests, and I think I did pretty well on both of them. And yes, I'm looking forward to one more UIL season.
All right. Hey, what does your practice regimen consist of?
Sorry? Your
practice regimen.
I just do practice tests and go over my wrong questions and just, learn from tests and just keep doing it over and over.
Great, Neo. How about you, Naveed?
The season's been going okay so far, but I think now that it's starting to come to a close, I need to ramp up my preparation for some of the bigger tournaments. And my practice regimen, I'd have to say, same as Neo, is pretty much just doing practice tests and going over old problems.
All right, all right. And you, Ricardo?
Yeah, I feel like my season's been pretty good. I do think I could do better. On the A and B test, I scored the same score. I feel like I could go better. Maybe hit a 300. And pretty much my practice regimen's the same thing. Just reviewing tests and going over them with my teammates.
Yes, I will say I've interviewed many state champions, and a recurring theme is you want to peak at the right time, and you do want to avoid burnout. So that's the trick. That's the trick. All right. I also want to ask about your teams. How are your teams shaping up? And how would you describe your role in your respective teams? How about you, Neo?
My team's didn't. I think my team's been pretty good this year. We were definitely better than we were last year. I definitely try to help them increase their speed and accuracy of especially number sense. I don't focus too much on math and calculator, but number sense I definitely can. I feel like I take on like a leadership kind of role and help the team get better, and hopefully we perform pretty well as the season begins and ends.
All right. All right. Are you all clear favorites in your district?
I think so. We definitely have like a rival White House. And then when we get to region, that's when region and state. That's when it starts getting really tough.
That's when the fun begins for you.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, Naveed. How's your team? How's your team shaping up, and how would you describe your role on that team?
My team has been doing decently throughout the season. There's definitely stuff we need to improve before we get to any of the big tournaments, but I think we're in good shape for now.
All right. All right. And how would you describe your role on that team?
I'd say my role is probably that of leadership for general math. For the other subjects, I leave it up to the other officers to help prepare the younger members of the club, but general math is what I typically assist in preparation with.
Great, great, great. How about you, Ricardo? How's the team shaping up, and what's your role on that team?
I think our team's doing pretty good. We've been increasing our scores mainly in calculators, although I help them with like the other two events.
All right, all right. You know what the great thing about this is, Peter? We have a Region 2 guy, we have a Region 3 guy, and we have a Region 4 guy. So we have represented from across the state.
Definitely. It would have been nice to get that Region 1.
Oh, yes. I tried, man. Too bad. We'll get him next time. I was hoping to have Katia from Contenders here, but we'll get her next time. Now, I want to ask each of you about your journey. The question I want to ask is, how did you enter competitive mathematics? How did you enter the competitive mathematics scene, and who inspired you as you entered competitive mathematics? How about you, Neo?
I started competitive math around, I think, 4th grade. And that's when I first started doing number sense. And I felt like, whoa, doing math pretty quickly in just a limited amount of time. I thought this would be it'd be a pretty fun thing to do in terms of, I guess, competition. And my mom really helped me in the early stages, teaching me a lot of the tricks she can. And as we progress further in the years, later stages of middle and the early stages of high school, I start to, I guess, self-teach myself some of the tricks that are on the tests. And my mom sometimes also looks over me. But I think it's mainly my practicing really hard whenever I can. I have quite a few, I guess, inspirations, mainly the rivals I've had, or I guess the opponents I've had whenever competing in these events, such as I think there's two people specifically. There's Mr. Keith Taylor. He's from Sabine High School, and he's helped me get practice. He's helped me access practice tests, so I would have greater amounts of time to practice. And the other is Mr. Andy Spare. He's the coach of Highland Park, I think. And he's also given, same as Mr. Taylor, he's given me a few more practice tests and even helped me a little bit, learn some new mathematics tricks, number sense tricks to really help me go through the test a bit quicker and a little more accurately.
Awesome. You sound like you have a wonderful mom, man. That's a good mom, putting you on the right path early. And then
Yeah.
Mr. Spear, I know Mr. Spear from Highland Park, but
Yeah.
coach at Sabine Pass, his name's Taylor?
Yes.
All right, that's an excellent program he runs over there. So I'm great. You found some help over there in East Texas, Region 2. Great. All right, Naveed, how did you enter this path?
I started competitive mathematics in the 9th grade, actually, because I don't know, I came out of middle school and I wanted to join some clubs, and I thought, well, math is what I'm best at, so might as well join a club to do with math.
All right.
And the person who really inspired me to keep going in math is definitely Jefferson. He's just an upperclassman from last year's class. Should have been the state champion.
Really? What's his name again?
Jefferson, Fu Yao Yu.
Oh, yes. I recognize that name. So you're not from the pipeline, because in Sugar Land, Missouri City, I usually think Quail Valley, Fort Settlement, First Colony. So you're not from that pipeline?
Nah, I went to Sugar Land Middle School.
Okay. That's good. Thanks for sharing. That's interesting. I could have swore you were, considering your scores. Awesome. What a unique path. Ricardo, how'd you get into this?
I got in 2nd grade. I started doing number sense. 3rd grade, I gained math. 5th grade, I started calculators, and now I'm doing science this year. Definitely the person that's inspired me the most is my uncle, Adrian Chapa. He coaches the Kenneth White Junior High School team.
All right. Yes, I remember. You called in our last live stream. Andy Chapa is a name that sticks right here in my head now. I hope to meet him soon. Awesome. Now, this is one of my favorite parts. I want each of you to take a moment and make a shout out to any of the teachers, the coaches, and your teammates that you surround yourself with, and you just want to give a shout out for them to be your supporting environment. So I want you to shout out your coaches, your teachers, and your teammates right now. Neo.
I have quite a few names here for this. So I think I would first say thank you to Mr. Ray, who's really helped us keep this team together. I think he's helped give us some time to practice. And another teacher, Miss Thomas, I've been taking her classes since I think last year, my junior year, and she's the director of my UIL academics in my high school, and she's really helped provide us with opportunities to compete and practice. And then now my teammates, I have several teammates because we send usually more than 4 people to these practice meets. And then obviously in district, we only have 4, but I'll just give a shout out of a lot of them. Aria, Harris, Israel Ocampo, and Israel Leon. Yeah, there's 2 of them. And we also have some pretty good upcoming freshmen, Nixon Long, who else? Julian, and then other lower classmen. Yeah.
Awesome, Neil. Awesome. That's great. I'm sure they'll appreciate it when they hear their names.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Awesome. Naveed, give a shout out to all the adults and your teammates, the people that provide a positive environment for you.
I got a shout out first and foremost, our coach, Mr. Corrington, the sponsor of the Math and Science Club, and the UIL director for our school. He's been a big help throughout this entire season. Then also got a shout out my mentor, Jefferson, for helping teach me all the tricks and tips on this test. And then to shout out my teammates, Ivan, Eric, Hamza, and Rohit Satish have all been big helps this year as we look to have some victory in District 20. And then also shout out to all the freshmen and underclassmen in our club who are going to keep it alive after we leave.
Awesome, Naveed. Awesome. And what grade are you, Naveed?
I am a 12th grader.
Oh, and so is Neo, but Ricardo's our 10th grader. Okay, Ricardo, give a shout out to the people who's made this possible for you. Your teammates, your adults in your life. Give a shout out, please.
Yeah, so I got a lot of names to name. Obviously, Mr. Chapa, who's my uncle, the one who started it, right? Peter, of course, he's really helped me with the high school events. My teammates, Gary, Marin, and Adrian. And my coaches, Mr. Charles, he's my calculators coach, my number sense coach, Mr. Delgado, my math coach, Miss Lopez, and my science coach, Mr. Lara.
Awesome. How about your teammates?
Oh, I already named my teammates.
Okay, my bad. Okay, cool. Hey, I've been letting you off the hook easy. Now we're going to transition to rivalries. I want to hear what, the bulletin board material you're going to give them. Peter, we're not letting them off the hook. We're going to talk about rivalries. This should be interesting. What do you think?
Yes, we definitely need to know who they're shooting for.
All right, Neil, I know you're Class 5A, Region 2. That means Dallas Highland Park is in the mix. Justin Lee's in the mix. Who are your rivalries as you head into the high-stakes competitive season?
Yeah, we're in 5A, so that's probably one of the more competitive divisions here. And yes, we're in Region 2, so that means we're with Highland Park Dallas. They have a very insane team. Yeah, and the state champion, Justin, he'll definitely be a very strong competitor in this. And then in state, we're definitely adding in more, just even more stuff. Like, I think Aiden from, was it Abilene Wiley, I think?
That's right.
And then Derek from Sharyland. Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very competitive state this year. I think they're getting better, so I also got to get on the ball and improve myself as well. Yeah.
Hey, 5A, that is a murderous division. That's just a murderous division, man. I have no. That's a tough place to be, man. But it's exciting. Man.
Well, pretty much the whole top 10 from last year were underclassmen. So it's going to be hard for whoever to win this year. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But I'm going to enjoy watching. Let me tell you, I'm going to enjoy it all from the sidelines, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be rooting for you guys, and it's just going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Now, Naveed, you're in the very unenviable position. You may not even make it out of district. That's how powerful your district is with Dulles and Clements. And, I mean, that's just a task just to get to region, man. Tell me about your rivals over there.
Yeah, so obviously Dulles and Clements are very, very scary. I'd say Clements is probably the clear favorite, although we've been catching up to them as of late after the UILB release on the virtual meets in terms of math score, which is nice. But yeah, we're going to have to step up our practice a lot if we want to have a chance against them.
Hey, I don't know, man. That's the Grupo de Muerte. You know, the way we say it in the, you know, that's the Grupo
in soccer.
de Muerte.
In soccer?
Yeah, in soccer, the
World
death
Cup.
group. It's so competitive, man. Man, there's no guarantee you'll make it to region. How ridiculous that is there. But, hey, I'm rooting for you, man. And, you know, it's going to be hard to break the stronghold. You know, Clements and Dulles have had a grip for like decades now. It's like decades now. So more power to you, man. More power to you, okay? And 6A, man. 6A.
Well, Jefferson from Elkins last year made it out of there. Right?
Yes, exactly. Naveed showing some love for his teammate. Awesome. Cool. Ricardo, tell us about your rivals.
I don't actually know that many rivals I have. There's one, like, in particular, I think it's going to be really tough to beat. Marco Tan from Big Spring, I think so. I think he's going to be really, really tough to beat in calculators. And I think his math is like about as good as mine too. So
And you're 4A.
yeah.
And you're 4A. Wow. Yeah, that means Argyle.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a tough school to beat.
And Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. Do you know what classification they are, Peter?
Yeah, they're 5A.
Oh, they're 5A. Oh, even more fire to the 5A fuel. Wow, wow.
But
Wow.
Calhoun is 4A.
Calhoun. Who knows what they have? You seen any of their scores?
I haven't seen any of their scores yet.
That's a mystery. And they're also Region 4, right? Down there in the valley with Ricardo.
They're Region 4. Correct.
All right. That sounds like a lot of fun ahead of us. Now, I want to go into goals and predictions. I want you to tell me what your personal goal is, what your predictions are for the teams across the state. If you want to omit your own team, that's fine. Who's going to be the state champion? Who's got number sense? Neo. Who's going to be the individual number sense champion, and who's going to be the team champion in number sense in 5A? Give it to us, Neo.
Ooh, I obviously want to be the state champion for number sense. I mean, definitely got a ton of top obstacles in our way, but we're going to work towards it. Hopefully, the Region 2, making it as a team will definitely be tough. There's Island Park, I think Dallas, Science Engineering Magnet as well, and a ton of schools from Frisco. And there's also I think Longview and Hallsville in the district over next to us. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty tough one to make to make it to state as a team. But as an individual, I definitely want to be a state champion. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. And yeah,
and we'll see what happens soon. It's coming up, man. Less than a month away to district. So and then Team USA State. But your team's not going to Team USA State, is it?
Yeah, unfortunately, our school's not registered for that TMSCA, but we'll definitely look forward to UIL district, region, and state. Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. All right, Naveed. Predictions, and you're in the worst district you could possibly be as an individual. That's so tough, man. I used to teach at Hightower, so I know how ridiculous that district is. Give us some predictions, buddy.
I think for math is what I'm most qualified to speak on, but for math, I'm thinking we haven't really had our team fully together, and we probably won't. Well, we definitely won't until TMSCA State is the first time all four of us will be competing at the same time. So we'll have to see then, but I think we have a shot of, if not beating Clemens, at least making wild card for our region. My personal goal is probably like a 300 plus on any test I take from here on out.
And that's air I'll never breathe. You can break a 300 in any of these tests. There's a certain level of ridiculousness. What do you think, Peter?
Oh yeah, 300 club. That's what I tell all my kids. We gotta hit that 300.
And I applaud you, Naveed. More power to you, man. More power to you. I think you're right about that wild card, though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are very powerful. Very powerful.
Yeah, they have a real good shot at getting that wild card to regionals. And if they get it to regionals, they should be able to get it to state.
So it'll be interesting. Very interesting. Good stuff. All right, Ricardo. Predictions.
I think like in terms of teams that are going to win, it's probably going to be Argyle. I think next year though, we've got a really good shot. My brother is going to be a freshman, so I'll make sure he gets a 300 by the time state happens. This year though, I think in terms of individuals, I mean, I want to try and win all three. I think I've got a really good shot. So that's my prediction.
All right, awesome. I'll be paying very close attention. Now, I want to say rivalries, but not really rivalries. And at the end of the day, we're all UIL family, right? There's immense respect for one another. There's immense joy in what we do. And so what I want to do is because by your performance, you're the top contenders. That's why I'm interviewing you all guys. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to give some advice, give some perspective, either to a younger kids or to your peers for those contemplating their own UIL journey. What would you like to say to your peers, perhaps to a younger student? Neil, what advice would you give?
To anybody watching this later, once the video comes out, the first thing, I think the most obvious thing I want to say is it definitely takes hard work. If you put your heart into it and work really hard, and you'll be able to achieve anything. And hopefully, and also I would say another thing I would like to add is that rivals aren't really rivals. They're in the end, we respect them a lot. I mean, gosh, the 5A class, and I mean, gotta give hats off to those really top-notch individuals who are going to be competing in state. But yeah, look forward to actually, hopefully, maybe seeing them actually in state in Austin. And yeah, that's what I have.
Great advice, great perspective, Neil. Appreciate that. All right, Naveed, what do you got? What do you got for us? What kind of advice?
For general math, I'd say the best advice I can give is don't rely too much on your calculator. In the end, it just comes down to how much you know versus how much the other people.
Oh, very practical advice. Very practical advice. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Naveed. Ricardo, what would you advise your peers?
I'd say just have fun with it and practice, like do a lot of practice tests. That's the only way I got to the level I am at right now.
Awesome. Hard work, enjoy yourselves. You know, mathematics, put that calculator to the side, man. Know the math. I love it. Good stuff. Hey, Peter, you got anything you want to ask them before I close this out?
I guess, it's nice looking at all the scores across the state, and I mean, everyone here has done pretty well, and there's other students out there too. So I would like to see that all of them, interact at this TMSA state meet. That'd be fun. It's good to put a face behind the name.
Absolutely. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to give you one last round here. Any final thoughts or parting words before we conclude this session? Neo.
Looking forward to competing at district, region, and state. And just good luck to everybody that's competing. Hope everyone does well and what they're best at. And yeah, have a good season.
Awesome, Neo. Naveed.
Final words, I guess. I'm looking to win. It's my senior year, my last year here. I just want to win.
Awesome. Ricardo.
Yeah, I just want to wish anyone watching this good luck for this rest of the season.
Awesome. No, I do want to say this. Now we're networked. So everybody here, we're all in a network now, and hopefully our networks expand, and I have immense respect. And first of all, you've earned the respect by your performance, period. You know what I'm saying? You all are top-notch individuals, top-notch competitors. It has been my pleasure, my joy to put the spotlight on you a bit. You know what I'm saying? And your example will be inspiring to a bunch of the kids throughout the state who watch this program. So I am so appreciative. We're networked. Now, I'm a fan now. I'm going to be following you all very closely. And now that I know you individually, it gives even I'm more invested in watching the results and seeing how you progress. I hope that our paths cross. If our paths do cross, please come up to me, say hi. I'll tap you on the shoulder, man, or give me a fist bump. And I really want to wish each one of you the very best. What do you got to say, Peter?
Exactly. I mean, it's nice to see these kids work so hard at something, especially mathematics. Beautiful. I love it. I enjoy it, and they work so hard at it. As you can tell, most of them had started math early in grade levels, so that's great. That's great. Just keep at it. Keep at it. It's going to help in college. It's going to be, it's going to be great to see how they progress through the competition season.
Absolutely, absolutely. One final request. If any of y'all become state champion, I want an interview. I want an interview. If any of y'all become state champion, I want to share more of your story, okay? That's give me a thumbs up, man. Let's hope so. I want to share all your stories. All right, guys. Hey, I wish you the best. I'm a fan. Good luck. More power to you, okay? Farewell, gentlemen. Farewell.
All right, farewell.
Wow, what a spectacular treat that was. I really enjoyed talking. Ajero from Nacogdoches, Naveed Ahmed from Fort Bend Elkins, Ricardo Ochoa from Mission Collegiate down the valley. I can't thank these gentlemen enough for sharing their stories with us. I wish them all the best of luck. Now, let me take a moment and ask that if you enjoy this content, please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, smash that like button, and leave a comment below. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and let's spread the word and spread this joy to as many people as possible. I got plenty of great things in store for this channel. My name is Saul Cantu, and this is Texas Math Mundo.